And Mr. Cutler's got it. Exclusive shit.
Great rising to you guys.
Welcome back. Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Yeah.
The peanut and
cocoa bean experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you want me to start off with the topic?
Mm-hmm.
Today's topic, we're going to discuss, can marriage be the catalyst to a successful relationship, or does the cohabitation breed a beneficial relationship? Or does it disincentivize the relationship?
Should I go first?
Please.
I don't know. So that's pretty deep for episode 4. Babe, that's pretty deep. So I know lately, when I'm asked about our relationship and how's it going, and oh, you have a glow, and who is he? You know, after the preliminaries,
yes.
Then the next question is always, so when are you getting married? That's always the next question.
Of course.
And I've had some time to think about that, and we've had some time to talk about that.
Yes, we have.
And I don't know if a person needs a piece of paper to solidify the quality in a relationship.
Correct.
So a marriage certificate from the United States, the same United States that says that I'm a second-class citizen, but that's a whole nother topic. The same United States, I'm supposed to search for a piece of paper that's the end game. This paper that says you're mine and I'm yours.
Right.
I don't. For how long?
But do we belong to each other?
I don't think the
paperwork.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, and I don't think that that the paper solidifies the relationship. But I only think I have that outlook because I've been married already. You cannot have this conversation with a married woman that's never been divorced and remarried because they think that it is the end game.
Correct.
You can only have this conversation with people who've had the piece of paper and don't have the piece of paper anymore.
Right.
Fall in love again and say, well, what did the piece of paper in the first place do?
Mm-hmm.
Does living together disseminate, you said? What was the word?
Disincentivize.
Disincentivize.
Does it give it disincentives?
I think so. I was raised by my grandmother.
Correct.
And my grandmother used to always say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk free? But
old school. That's the most.
But that is the most school. But I also had an auntie that said, I'm not buying no shoes until I try them on first. So I don't know. I don't know. I know people that have lived together for many, 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 many years.
Correct.
And they get along very fine. And then they pressure them to getting married. And then they're divorced within 18 months.
And it's absolutely that fact. And that statistic that I seen on my own research within this question. A lot of times, if I may, the relationship has a lot of boundaries that were never broken down or opened up. So it creates a fear that turns into a fight or flight moment. Sometimes in the stats, This is not reality of our relationship,
Right,
nor does it mimic our relationship, but it becomes abusive, toxic, and very unhealthy for those to cohabitate in a sense that it's not blessed or ordained. And again, that works on your religion, and that works on your social group. Does your social group all share Christianity? Mine doesn't. Does your social group share only Catholicism? Mine doesn't.
Right.
So some of those barriers may not have the same strength as the others. So I say that to say, what I seen in the statistics was a lot of the time that the relationship didn't work out in the cohabitation place was because no one knew their place in the responsibility of the household. Everything's still interpersonal. I'm still single according to taxes in the state. I'm still doing what I want to do because I really don't have a commitment to you according to my finger in the state. So I can still kind of fledge and plow through as I want. However, I can veer if I like also. And that's where a lot of the miscommunication breeds some very huge disincentives. And that's because no one's taking responsibility and accountability. And you know, I'm huge on these things.
Yes, you are.
We have to, due to the fact that your feelings can be wrapped in this and put you in a situation where you're like, I cannot trust. Same for me. I can be in a situation where that was a burden or it's becoming a burden. I'm not going to deal with this.
Right. And I don't have to.
Exactly, because I have no real reason to stay.
Right.
And then this is where maturity kicks in. I think I can lean more on the cohabitation piece as a strong point for our relationship because we've both had the marriage experience. I did 7 years. I did 7 years. And I say it like this because I want you to know it was one of those moments where all the people who were telling me marriage is great were saying, she's right. You don't have to say so. She's right. Make her happy. It's impossible to make someone happy. Very unlikely, should I say. It's unlikely that she's always right. It's unlikely that she's always going to be happy with you. Because you told me yourself, and I'll just put this out there, not to throw you under the bus, just in the conversation we've had, I get on your nerves sometimes.
That sounds like I'm under the bus. I don't know. That sounds like you threw me right under the bus.
Negative.
I have not told you that.
I don't believe it was in a place of negative. I think it was just, you know what, you get on my nerves. It was loving. It was a loving, you get on my nerves. I'm paraphrasing because, again, in context, it was a good place.
Yeah.
So, do you want to piggyback on the marriage piece?
Well, I do, because here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something. I'm a woman. I'm going to give you a woman's perspective. I'm going to give y'all a woman's perspective. Women love parties. We love parties. You and I have talked about having some type of commitment later on down the line. We love to wear the ring. Here's the thing. If we have a commitment that we're going to be together or, forever, and we love to wear rings.
Yes.
So we like to introduce you guys as our fiancés, but with other women, we look first at the hand. So if I say, this is my fiancé, women look for the ring. So we like rings and we like parties.
Gotcha.
There's no law, there's no rule that says you can't have a party and you can't have a ring and two people have a commitment ceremony where other people come and share the love and share what they've been witnessing to two people making the commitment. Why does as you put it one morning, wood, ink, and cotton that makes paper, why does that solidify the commitment that we make with each other? Why does that have to solidify that?
Taxes. Paperwork.
We've believed the lie. I think we've believed the lie. Again, if you're married and you're happily married and you're glad you have the paper, you're not going to see it the way we see it. Probably not. Or the way I see it. Probably not. But
I concur. I agree. I hope that most relationships share a bond that is unbreakable, starting with a great foundation, an unbreakable foundation. And if it has cracks, it's okay. You can fix cracks.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's floored and opened up and demolished and you can't fix it, does the paper fix it? Sorry, when I look at physics, paperwork doesn't fix cracks.
I don't crave the paper anymore because I had the paper.
Mm-hmm.
I really crave a commitment.
Gotcha.
That's what I need from you. And if we want to have a party,
Mm-hmm.
then that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
If we want a ring, that's really good too.
I want a ring. Well, I can't have a ring.
You can have a ring too, but I don't think it solidifies it. And I don't know if living together breeds disincentives or not.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we have a ball together. I know that
Yes.
this is a place where we find peace together, and we're always looking forward to coming here with one another.
Yes.
When the world is crazy out there and we have to go put in so many hours with the community and other people, we look
Yes.
forward to coming home to each other.
Yes.
I don't see how that is negative in any way.
Not at all. I believe the negative portion of it is knowing that it's a challenge. As soon as you step out the door,
Yeah.
it's a challenge. As soon as you interact with the person who doesn't view your views or have
Right.
the same interest or have the same common goal as what your relationship holds. And that's the portion where you're like, let me weigh this out. I can't be a lemming. What does the lemmings do? They follow until someone collapses and they don't stop. They just continuously fall into the same trap, into the same test, and go around that mountain every single time without finding out what your goal was or finding out what your purpose was. That's what I want to say.
And I think that too makes I don't know what I don't know. We just talked about
Yes,
this, right?
we did.
And so I don't know how to love you until I love myself. And
Right.
here's the secret. You hear that all the time. You hear people say, well, you can't love others until you love yourself, but nobody tells you how to do that. And I remember you thanking me for the work that I've done before, prior to meeting you and our souls reconnecting again, because we both feel like we've connected before.
Yes. Kindred spirits.
I had to love me first to love you.
Yes.
But that comes with falling down and picking yourself up. Sometimes God picking you up with the help of others picking you up and dusting you off and say, try again. One more time. So when you walk into my life again, you don't complete me.
Right.
I'm already whole and complete.
Correct.
But you add color to my life. And I can love you for that.
I appreciate this.
You see what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, but when you can't get there, you can't transmit something you don't have.
Correct.
And it's only by maturity. It's only by living. I want to continue my life to do like this. I want to continue to be up and down. Have you ever seen a flat line in the ICU?
Doesn't work out well.
No. I always want to see my line do this.
Pulse.
That means I'm alive
Yes.
and I'm experiencing life. Life is to be lived.
That's another one. That's a great one right there.
It's to be lived.
Yes.
And I want to do it to the fullest every day. With you.
Continually throw them gems at us.
Okay.
Throw the gems at them. Yes, I love it.
Yes, it's not always going to be comfortable and pink and but you can color your cloud any color you want.
I'm certain you can. And I want to add that being with you and sharing my experiences with you and growing with you in just the time we've had, it's been a blast just as well. I use the same word. The adjective sheds so much light on how our relationship is. It's not mediocre. It's not. It's well beyond. We don't have moments where it's like, oh, this is a dull day. This is bland.
No.
And I appreciate these things. I sulk for a reason. I've seen people in these relationships where they sulk.
Yeah.
At the mall, holding their wife's bag.
Yeah.
Looking very emasculated. No judgment. It's just not me.
Yeah. No.
You got strong arms, and I love that you use them. I really do.
You don't even let me use them. Don't front. I can't even carry a bag.
Not you. You carry your bag. Yeah. Grocery bags and shopping bags, that's a different story. I have pride there. There's a pride and joy that I have that, hey, today's all about you. Those moments are important to me. And I'm sure, a lot of you guys have the similar vibe with your spouses or your significant others or your partners. Grow with them, find out what it is that keeps them smiling, and I go back to what I said earlier. I had to fall in love with myself.
Yeah.
I had to marry myself internally. I had to
Tell
marry.
me about that. Tell us.
Yeah.
What does that look like? I had to marry myself first. What does that look like?
Marrying yourself is a interpersonal word. I'll use the interpersonal word. You have to learn yourself. What time do I really like getting up in the morning? What time do I really want to eat breakfast? Because I was in a situation driving over the road where I found out that I did not know myself in totality, because I would wake up with aches and pains and groggy, and then I had to learn myself. You don't adjust well here, Peanut. Maybe you should take the time out to see what it is that's going on with you. You don't adjust well in this temperature or climate. Maybe you need to figure this out. When I married myself, I started my day off with a haircut. And, haircuts for myself isn't similar haircuts to the general public. I had a hot towel experience with the tea tree oil. I grabbed myself a smoothie and I just relaxed. I married myself again when I noticed I love cooking. I love cooking. I love cooking healthy, fresh meat, fresh food, fresh everything. I couldn't do anything else but love myself.
Yeah.
Was yours similar?
Not at the beginning. I think what you just described happened later.
Right.
I had to do a lot of work on how I was parented in order to get to that place to love myself, because as an adult woman, I was parenting how I was parented. And I had to break that cycle when I failed a test or didn't score as high as I wanted to on an exam for the government. I was parented, you're dumb, you're gonna be like so and so. Oh yeah. So as an adult, I had to stop that talk and reparent myself, and that's where the love for myself came in at, as I had to really look at what was taught to me and then replace that with love.
Yes.
And that was anything that I seemingly failed at. And, I gain weight or lose weight. I'm in a size 4. I'm back to a size 3. I'm back to a size 2. It ran the gamut. And I had to really, really slow down, and someone had to identify those things to me so I can work on it. I didn't just come up with these things by myself. It took a group of women that I had to work with. I mentioned my mentor and other women that have walked this path of spirituality with me, and this path of uncovering, discovering, and discarding. And that is part of the discarding. I don't talk to me that way anymore.
Shout out to y'all. Thank you.
I celebrate in the seemingly good and the seemingly bad. I celebrate me, but that's been years of work. That's because the go-to is, see, I knew you wouldn't. You knew you wouldn't. See? So I've had to reparent and say, good job. Oh my gosh. It had to start somewhere, and that's where it started. And then it got to, you know what? I'm going to take this day. I just, for my, birthday in June, I went on a whole vacation by myself.
So that was your party?
That was my party?
Was that your party? Remember you said you love parties.
My birthday, well, kind of.
Okay, so that was your party.
That was my party.
Getting out of the country.
Cuba.
That's a dope party.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful, and the whole experience was wonderful.
That's great.
But it takes a long time. For me, it took a long time. I had a lot of women around me that seen what I did not see.
Yeah. Again, shout out to you guys. You've helped me see a beautiful queen.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys. And you're very welcome.
I love you.
I love you.
I know.
So, we live in a climate in Northern California. Sometimes it can rise over 100 degrees. We found out that our body would like to cool off quicker. So do you go commando?
So, yeah, I guess it's a topic, that kids, I don't know if you want to have them leave the room. I don't know. This is an adult show.
Yeah.
But we talked about this one night, right? We were newly dating. I mean, we were new. And we talked about who goes commando and why.
Give your personal experience if you have comfortability.
Yeah.
Type it.
Do you go commando? And if not, why? And if so,
right. You comprehend, and we appreciate that you comprehend.
Because it's hot.
Silly. I'll share this experience. I recall a time when it was so hot outside, and as the phrase goes, I was sweating, spherical objects.
Okay.
And because it was this humid outside, it was so intense with the sun, I learned that I don't enjoy the smell that my body protrudes after a certain time frame. Like, nope, we need to do some homework on this first.
Yeah.
Is it the material? Because I love fashion. You'll find out in the future. I love fashion. I really do. Italian dresses are amazing women.
Yes. I like being free.
There you go.
I do.
Freedom.
And here's the thing. I'm not the minority. I'm the majority. Like I had to be taught. Like, it wasn't I woke up one day and said, I'm going to be free and not wear any underwear.
Correct.
Right? That's not what happened. I was with another group of ladies and we would shop and they'd say, what are you doing? Why are you in that section of the store?
Right.
And, oh my God, you still wear diapers? They call them diapers. And I didn't. This was a long time ago. This was before the year 2000.
Okay, in the 90s.
Yeah. And I was going to Victoria's Secret thinking, and they were laughing at me, that I still wore diapers. And I started experimenting with it. And now I don't wear diapers.
And also, I recall, if you recall.
What? That
was around the same time frame a lot of women started womanscaping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So if that's you, high five to you. He or she appreciates you. Trust. Manscaping and womanscaping, they appreciate you.
Absolutely.
I have stepped away from the ball club for a while. The maintenance is something different. So I will leave it with this. If you are comfortable enough, share your story. Make it simple. Sum it up. Yes or no. It usually works. Okay, we get it. And then if you could put the timestamp for what you're saying yes or no to. Yeah. We appreciate this.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, please.
And the bell notification will be alerted if you're subscribed. And remember also, we're going live.
Oh my goodness.
So you guys can communicate with us. We'll be in work mode.
I'm nervous.
Don't be.
I'm kind of nervous.
Please don't be.
Okay.
All right. And if you guys are nervous to chime in, we get it. We're trying something just a little left field. We want to interact with you guys.
We want to get feedback. Want to see how you guys feeling.
Yeah.
How you feel about us.
Yes. And we want to say cheers to you in the early AM with a cup of Joe.
Cup of coffee.
Yeah. If you guys are open to a direct conversation with us, ask us whatever you like.
Yeah. Why not?
Hey, we're open to it. Are you open to it?
I'm open to it.
Even though you're a little nervous? Okay, great.
I'm a Gemini, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll let that one stir. We'll let those cogs spin.
That could be another subject one day.
Can.
Do you believe in the zodiac compatibilities?
There you
why
go.
And why not?
Next show. Next episode.
Okay. To you.
To you.
Love
to you guys.
To you guys.